Three, two, one. Hi everyone.
Hello.
This is what's her name? What's her name?
Are all three recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's her name? What's her name, guys?
Promotion.
Playbook. Huh?
Promotion
Okay. So, oh no. Okay. Anyways, okay. 3, 2, 1.
But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction.
Hi everybody. This is Promotion Playbook, and we are second year students of IIM Ahmedabad. Here we have with us Arish Rishikiran.
Hi.
We have Tiyasha Saha.
Hi.
We have Kshitij Swami.
Hello.
I myself, I'm Marin, and we have Anu. So to begin, this podcast is going to be about marketing in general. And to begin with our first episode, we're going to look at how music influences advertising. And before we foray into all of the different advertisements throughout the years in India, Swami here will give us an introduction on music theory.
Yes. So, welcome to the first episode of Promotions Playbook, where it's everything promotions, right? So, before getting into it, I would like to take you through some basics of music theory, because that is how we begin defining what how music can affect advertising. So the most basic construction or building blocks of any song are chords essentially, and these chords are made of individual notes. There are many types of chords, but the ones that we'll be talking about are known as triads. That's basically 3 notes in one chord. So there are 2 types of chords essentially, that is major and minor chords. I think there's this thing that there's a lot of articles now that saying that major and minor chords have different sense of feeling. So have you guys heard any of that?
A little bit. I mean, I have done a little bit of music theory, but I have not dealt with chords.
Okay.
So
there's this. So major chords are attributed to happy feelings, and minor chords are attributed to negative, sad feelings. I think let me just give you an example. I'll play a bunch of major chords now. Yeah. So I don't know. It just sounds happy, right? You go and explain why. Upbeat, happy. Let me play a bunch of minor chords. So this sound is very dark and heavy. So there is a lot of research going on this, especially with respect to clinical psychology, where music can be used for therapy. They still don't understand entirely why certain chords, certain notes and all these evoke different emotions, but they're exploring how to use that for therapy. But now applying this into advertising and psychology as such, it's just that when they want to show things very happy, upbeat, the music in the background is usually major chords, right? And anything that is sad, dark, they have stuff in minor chords. Now, because we really don't understand it entirely biologically why this happens, what is your view on Darwinism, the evolution theory? Does everybody think it's possible, or is there any do you think it's a conspiracy theory?
No.
Yeah.
I don't conspiracy theory.
Yeah, definitely conspiracy theory.
Cannot be definitely not a conspiracy theory, but I don't know to link that to music.
Yeah, so I really found this interesting paper that tries to explain why certain chords have certain effects on us using evolution theory, right? So this paper specifically deals with tension triads. That is a chord that is, in basic words, it's a chord that is almost a chord, but not really. There is this sense of, it's structurally incorrect, and there is this sense of tension that is perceived. Incompleteness that is there. So they have taken that chord, and then by just changing one note in that chord. So basically a triad is 3 notes, right? So getting one note lower or higher, they have done that study, and it so happens that So in animal vocalizations that usually happen, Rising pitch is considered to be weakness or defeat. So, for example, if you take a dog, right? If a dog, it's whimpering means it's in a very vulnerable state, right? But when it's angry, it goes really like, oh, yeah, like, very angry and stuff. It goes very deep, growl, yeah, deep and low. So, it is considered that rising pitch is weakness and dropping pitch is strength, dominance, victory. The same thing if you apply this to speech of humans, right? If you have a high pitch, it's perceived to be more polite. If you have a low pitch, it's supposed to be more commanding, assertive, right? Like, could you pass the pen, please? No, I don't want the pen. Could you pass the pen, please? Yeah, see the difference? I mean, yeah, so applying this to music harmony, taking tension triads, as I said, the rising pitch that is there essentially makes the tension triad to fall into the minor scale. And similarly, an increase in the pitch is minor scale, a decrease in the pitch is major scale. So this is how they've related Darwinism to why certain chords have certain effects on us. But yeah, I think enough of all of this theory. Rather than trying to understand why this happens, let's see how this is actually used to change our emotions in music, right? So the first ad that I can remember is Docomo. Have you guys heard of the Docomo ad?
Very popular ad.
Yeah, that. So I don't know. That is just that stuck in my head. I think all of us were singing about it for a while when it came out.
Rather than that being the oldest ad, I remember washing powder.
Yeah, same.
Oh,
I always
yes,
think of
yes,
Nirma as one of
yes.
the oldest ads that I've ever seen. Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, so now that we've talked about washing powder Nirma, I think it goes back to a very long time ago, so 60s possibly. I think we'll just have a look at that ad and see how it affects us now.
Washing powder Nirma. Who's that? I thought some popular Bollywood. Jaya Hare Krishna.
This is not entirely in Hindi, is it?
No, some parts are in some other languages as well, I think.
I love the fact that they use different household women names. Kema, Reshma.
For relatability, I think.
Yeah, trying to target every single.
Every woman you could possibly think of, yes. So, when you look at this ad, I think it does generate a feeling of nostalgia in me. And there was this one thing I was talking about with one person one day. It talks about how music associates you to an emotion of sorts. And advertisements kind of leverage that and bank on it to bring that memory back to you. So, it's been so many years. We possibly would have heard it when we were like 3-4 years, right? And this ad from our mother's times. And we still listen to it. So it brings about this sense of emotion, it evokes emotion. It's a very strong sense for most advertisement and jingles, I think. It activates memory. I don't buy Nirma actively anymore. I don't even know if it's in the market, honestly speaking. But it does activate memory. And if I do see a Nirma packet now, I might still lift up and talk to the person next to me saying, oh, this advertisement came out. So it works that way. And if the quality does match up to it, I might end up buying it. There's another advertisement from that time. I don't know if you guys have seen it, from the 60s. I'll play it for you guys.
When you talk about nostalgia though, I mean, the connection that Nirma has made, right? I mean, like, it's an ad from the 70s. It's as old as my mom, technically, right? I mean, to be fair. And even though if you play it and you can't visualize the ad, because I can't visualize it. If you ask me to visualize a Nirma ad, I'm like, yes, it's a washing powder. So I can like guess maybe, but if that tune plays, I am like it. I sing the next line. I don't know if that was it for you guys as well, but yeah.
Yeah. So what I think is I don't remember the ad at all, like when I was watching right now.
Yeah.
But the music is still very
Visual,
fresh,
yes.
and all I could think about right now was
Apologies, technical.
sorry, Hriday.
Yeah.
I borrowed this from Hriday, my friend. I apologize, brother.
Might want to hold to it.
All right, yeah.
So the
Yeah, go ahead.
So there was this other ad. Have you guys seen? Do you know Vicks?
Yeah, definitely.
So this is one of the oldest ad that Vicks had. You would possibly know the tune. Let's see.
इसमें खास औषधि तत्व नहीं है जो खिचखिच हटाए गले में खिचखिच गले में क्या करूं विक्स की गोली लो
खिचखिच दूर करो. Yeah, so I don't that last tagline alone is very
Vicks की
catchy.
गोली लो खिचखिच दूर करो. Yes, I think that is what sells the product the most in the market. It's almost synonymous to saying the word Vicks. I'll say the word Vicks and I'll automatically sing it in my head.
Correct.
It's not
Khich,
really
khich,
a lot of
yes.
yes.
So I always interested in how like when they were coming out with this, they did not really expect it to become so memorable and become such a big hit. Now, why don't you think these companies use these right now? Why have they come out of it? Because this clearly is evoking a sense of nostalgia in us, right? But do you think that's enough to go back to the product and buy it, or like that's what I've been thinking? Because if all of us are really talking about all these ads and how much we remember them, why aren't they recycling them?
Correct.
Yeah, you are correct. I mean, like I feel like the ads have evolved and consumers have evolved in a sense where it's not just the music or a jingle or an association that will be enough to buy the product. It has to be the associations that you make have to be closer to your personal selves. And so you have so many brands, P&G, HUL, they're all being purpose driven now.
Yeah,
Right?
so there's this whole concept of campaign-driven advertisement that's come in place. Just sort of taken some attention away from music, I guess. But again, I think that is reflecting how consumers have also moved over time.
No, definitely. I don't think it would be like music being the central selling element is probably gone. But even in these like purpose-driven ads and campaigns, if you see, mostly they'll be about some social issues that really need
Correct.
some thought and consideration. So the music in that would probably be dark and ominous, right? So that you get that feeling of seriousness.
Definitely, music is used. I mean, in just Vicks, for example, we have the Touch of Care campaign. They use sentimental, slow music, right? And although I think the jingles have kind of evolved to take a back seat, where it has become background music rather than it taking a forefront of the tagline itself. Because we do have taglines for certain brands and products, right? We still have them, but we don't see it in jingle form anymore.
Correct,
Right,
yeah.
Right.
Jingles aren't there anymore.
Talking of taglines and jingles, have you guys-
Expedia! Do you guys remember that?
Yeah.
That's literally just a word.
Yes.
Just stretch it out as much as you possibly can.
But there is utterly butterly delicious.
Amul.
Yes, Amul. I don't know if you guys remember it as a jingle, but it actually came out as a jingle first. Let me show you.
Now a gorgeous new bag. Upgrade, delicious.
So I would say that was the first, I guess, in the 1980s. This is
So
when it
I
came
don't
out.
remember this ad at all. But
Yeah.
the tagline.
The tagline remains,
Yes.
right? The tagline remains, and the hook also remains.
सुहागा
My
मुझे ये try for
apologies. Yeah. So, well, talking about that, we can just look at the congruency of the message and the music that is played. They're trying to evoke that feeling of, you know,
sense of decadence and taste.
Yeah,
and
sense of
like-
decadence,
So when you see the
taste.
girl also acting out on that music, so she
Yeah,
butters the bread and all that. You
definitely,
see
yes.
the butter dripping, and that is
And the-
repeated in the word delicious and how it's sung out. It does
yeah,
work
and the
out.
high pitched and like the quirky tune that it has, it really
Yes, correct.
you know, makes an impression on your brain, and it's really hard to get that jingle off.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, true.
Well, how about, does anybody remember Vico?
The,
Oh, yeah.
we could turmeric. Yeah. Wait. Does it mean no lyrics? I don't know it.
And
I know.
And
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could turmeric, nahi cosmetic. We could turmeric Ayurvedic cream. Ayurvedic cream. We could turmeric Ayurvedic cream. Yeah, I mean, nanas are good enough lyrics, I guess. But
Yeah.
see, the tune,
music.
yeah, it's the music.
I think,
Hence proved.
but I think the main message gets across, right? Because the brand name gets across.
Yes.
The fact that you sang Ayurvedic cream.
Yeah.
Main selling propositions right
Yeah, the
there.
proposition's right there, so it does, you know, make you remember.
It's a very
the
good
brand.
observation.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, so now I think the companies after the 1990s, right, during post-liberalization, they kind of spent a lot of money in advertising, and they wanted to customize the music in their advertisements, and that way I would say advertisements have evolved throughout the years. And during the 1990s, let's say, you would have known about this advertisement. Let me play it out for you.
दूध दूध है वंडरफुल पी सकते हैं रोज ग्लास फुल दूध 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 गर्मी में डालो दूध में आए दूध बन गया वेरी नाइस पियो डेली वंस और ट्वाइस मिल जाएगा टेस्टी सरप्राइज दूध 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 वंडरफुल दूध पियो ग्लास फुल दूध है मस्त in every season पियो दूध for healthy reason रहोगे fit and fine जियोगे past 99 दूध दूध चारों ओर मच गया शोर give me more wonderful दूध पियो glass of good दूध
Yeah, did you guys drink Amul Doodh?
Yeah, so
I still do.
I think every single Amul ad has been very musically captivating.
Yes.
Yes, that's this other Amul.
The cans used to come, right?
Yeah. Also,
And-
Amul Cool.
Amul Cool. Yeah.
And also one more important thing to note in those advertisements. So these people are very involved with the music, right? That can be a case where the characters are not being involved in the with the music as such. They might not do the music will just be in the background and they will do something else. So that is not the case with Amul India. Those kind of advertisements, I would say, are low involvement. This is high involvement.
Okay.
Coming to
alright.
think of it, all Amul ads are very high
High
involvement. All the
involvement.
characters are either dancing
Yes.
to the music or doing something.
Eating ice cream, drinking milk.
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember Amul Doodh Pita in India?
Yeah.
That's the same vibe that I remember
Yeah.
because they use the white background and everybody is
Yes.
doing things.
And then there's somebody playing volleyball and stuff like that
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
music itself.
So yeah, you should also look at the cost aspect, right? So the companies, they are they have this option to get music from for rent or make their own music or use some Bollywood music, which is widely known. So that way, I think back then there were a lot of jingles and customized music used by the companies. So one more I would just lay out for you guys.
But yeah, like adding on to what Addy said, I think the custom music has really reduced. Like what we're talking about jingle essentially is custom music, right?
Yes,
And
and now you don't
use of
get
all
it.
these established artists' musics have
It's taken
yeah.
precedence, you're right.
I mean, if you guys remember 2.5 Men, Charlie Sheen was a jingle writer,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think we would
Yeah, he
see a
was-
similar job in a sitcom if it was made today.
Correct.
I'm sorry guys if you crave for chocolate after seeing this ad. I don't know.
Kiss me. Close your eyes and miss me. Kiss me. Close your eyes and miss me. I can read your lips on your fingertips. And happiness in your eyes. Kiss me. Close your eyes and miss me. Close your eyes and miss me. Cadbury Silk. How far will you go for love?
This is one of my all-time favorite advertisements.
Wait, I thought this was a jingle again by Cadbury. Is it an existing song?
Yeah, that's what.
No, this is a jingle by just
Right.
Cadbury.
It's a jingle. So I remember this one ad. Do you remember TikTok by Kesha?
Yes.
It blown up, right?
Yeah.
The only reason I know that song is because of Sony Ericsson's ad.
Oh.
Yeah. So can you just
Yeah,
quickly play that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go play from YouTube only. Just
You
search.
can just search.
How come you don't know that song? I've known that since I was like my middle school.
Yeah.
I've never watched this ad.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay, I've not seen this album.
Video Walkman with OLED screen. Walkman.
So I mean, you guys might be too young for this.
Yeah, I've never watched it.
But
I mean, I've used the program.
but yeah, so this song is the reason I even started listening to Kesha, right?
Okay.
So every time I listen to TikTok, it's Sony Ericsson I think of.
Yeah.
So maybe using pop music does help them with brand recall because it's not. So I think the problem with jingles is that your jingle or the song plays only when they are only during an ad, right? Nobody sits down and listens to a jingle.
Yeah.
I mean, we are doing it now, but otherwise, anybody else won't be doing it probably. So I think using pop music does have its advantages that if the person discovers the music before the ad, then this might not be there. But if they discover the music through the ad, after that, every time they listen to the song, the brand recall will be there.
Yes. And most often these popular music, when they are using popular music in advertisements, it is to target the younger audience.
Right,
So-
that makes sense, yes. Yeah.
And it makes sense because it's a Sony Walkman,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
It's for
it's
music.
I don't know if you
Like
guys know, but Sony Ericsson was damn cool back then for music. It was the thing for music. You know, when all these mobile phones, Walkman used to come out.
Yeah. I guess the age
Yes.
gap really. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, talking about music like this, not just pop, Quaker Oats has also used classical music. So they've used Tchaikovsky's Overture in their ads, and that has constantly been associated with
Quaker Oats, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would have been very difficult, right? Because something very popular like classical music, taking it, adapting it, and changing that to have it as a brand recall set piece than classical music
Yes,
artists.
I think
That's
it's a risk that sometimes pays off. For example, she can think of it right here in a whole other country, continent, and still think of Quaker Oats with classical music. So the risk pays off there, I think.
But I think it's just
a very
It's you would know how people would react to it. They might not like it at all.
right.
I was about to. Okay, fine. We were talking about how you discovered the music later about the TikTok song.
I discovered
The
the
person singing it later.
yeah. So
Yeah.
the first exposure was the ad.
So, just a question. What do you remember when I tell you about this song? Wait, काटे नहीं कटते ये दिन ये रात. What do you remember?
what song is that?
You don't.
Can you
काटे
hum it?
नहीं कटते ये दिन ये रात.
I will remember.
Yeah. So actually,
Yeah. That's how I remember, right?
so
Right.
this ad, this song has also been used in the Kit Kat ad. Take a break. But like the message they want to deliver and the tagline that they use, it's not very.
Yeah, can we play that? Do we have
yeah.
that?
Is it the body one?
No, the squirrels.
Oh, the school one.
Oh, see, I didn't even know that Kit Kat had this song. I can
Yeah,
just
so
watch
the
it
point
sometime.
that you were
No, it
saying-
has two cartoon squirrels running around each other.
Yeah, so if you've heard that song before, it doesn't work. But if you discover it that way, it actually.
Oh, so I've
helps.
definitely heard the song before. So
Yeah. So they reused a much older song.
Yeah.
They used it in the 2010s, and this is a song from I think 80s, which is why people would have heard this song.
Is it this one? Kit Kat song. Why is this so?
So all this time that we're searching in the video, I'll cut it out and just play the video. So that's fine.
How will you?
Oh, there she got it.
We have 3 camera angles, right? So just cut things to another, they won't know it's a jump.
Watch.
Wait, play again.
It starts there only, but okay.
Oh, this ad.
Oh, I've seen this.
When life gets busy, take a break. Have a Kit Kat. You never know what you might see.
Yeah. So, ads started using popular Bollywood songs in their ad. Sorry, brands started using popular Bollywood songs in their ad. But the problem that you just stated, that was happening. So, from that, they shifted to just using catchy words, even though the words might not have any meaning. Like, Pond's moisturizing cream has an ad named Googly Googly Whoosh. It doesn't really mean anything.
Right.
But then it clearly delivers the meaning that if you use it, your skin will be so soft. And also the music is quite upbeat and as in keeping the target audience in mind. They've kept it very upbeat and it clearly gives the message.
Do we have the ad? Can we take a look at that?
We also have Lalach Ahalab Lab, right? Alpen
Yeah.
Lalach. So
Oh, yes.
these have just have no meaning. That clearly gives the idea.
Pond's cold cream, right?
It has no, I don't think so.
It's not.
Oh yeah.
Pond's moisturizing cold cream for soft, completely whoosh skin.
Right. So I think almost all the ads that we've seen have been like happy, upbeat, and all that. So can you think of any ad that? But I don't think it doesn't make sense for ads to be sad, but they do have this dark, ominous thing, right? So can you think of any ad that has? So usually these.
I can think of emotional ads, but I can't think of dark ads.
Very
Uh-huh.
senti ads.
Like-
Yeah, sentimental ads.
Can
Yes.
you give an example?
Touch of Care.
Touch of Care was there.
Right.
Yeah, but that was more background music, right? We don't really hear sad jingles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there are
Yeah.
jingles.
I think it would defeat the purpose.
It defeats
Of
the
a jingle,
purpose.
yes.
Yeah.
Right. So I think right now we've spoken about how music really affects our emotions and how brands make use of that, right? And I think we are almost out of time. This is our first episode. I think we should explore the other side of this, right? Like how they use music to probably give very specific emotions, if there is anything like that. Because each product targets different consumers, right? And the selling points will be different. So I think we'll have to probably explore how this is essentially used for specific targeting, because right now it's just about brand recall and all of that, right? This is mass market. I think it would be interesting to see if there is anything that is specific to specific consumers that brands do. I think that's something we could explore next episode.
How do you convey warmth for a tea brand versus how do you convey excitement for like a Sony Walkman, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So,
yes, right.
yeah. I think that is something that we can explore next episode, hopefully.
Yeah, next episode of promotion
Playbook.
playbook. Yeah.
Catch us next week. How about
I think we
that?
should have a jingle for promotion playbook.
Yes. Good idea.
We'll make
Why?
it once for the other.
Ooh,
On the spot.
You can. How about on the spot? Yes.
Yeah.
Promotion playbook. Promotion playbook.
Please think about the target audience. No.
I mean, I think we'll have the jingle for our podcast next episode.
Yes. Next.
See you
intro.
guys.
See you.
Catch you in the
Bye-bye.
next episode of
Catch you.
Promotions Playbook.
Thank you for joining us. Bye bye.
Yeah, we done, guys. I hope you guys watch this. It's okay, all that will cut out. Annie,